At Molineux, Manchester United are the visitors for Wolves for the first home game in charge for Vito Pereira. After winning his first one, Ruben Amorim and Manchester United could certainly do with a lift as well.
Excited you to be in front of these fans for the very first time?
No, it's a pleasure to be here. For sure will be a good game because we want to play a good game. And United, of course, they will try to play a good game. It means that enjoy and I'm here. I'm not today. I'm not in the sofa watching the Boxing Day. Today I'm here.
Today you're here.
I'm here to work on it. Okay.
What are the specific improvements that you want to see from your side tonight?
Everything. I think we lost some idea. We lose some focus, and then after the again one set pieces we lose a little bit control. But if you saw the game, we had a lot of opportunities to score, and in the end, if you see the stats, it's a different game. But in the end, is the result that count. And today we have to be better. We have to take advantage of the opportunities. We have to be better in set pieces because sometimes change the game, the momentum of the game, and be clear in our identity. I understand that because sometimes it's hard, but we have a clear identity we have to follow no matter what.
Well, he knows the size of the challenge ahead of him, Mr. Amorim, because United were already in the bottom half at Christmas for the first time since 1989. They dropped to 14th, actually, because of West Ham's win. And he's saying there, Owen, they've lost some identity. Have you seen an identity yet in the 6 Premier League games?
How long do we have?
Well, the teams are in the tunnel, so take it
So
away.
not long. No, no matter whether the squad's good enough or not, he needs to find a way to help these guys get results, get a bit of confidence so they can help grow on those performances.
Have you seen anything identity-wise?
Well, of course, the obvious is that the shape has changed, and right at the outset...
All the better? I mean, it's yielded 7 points from 18 so far.
Well, that will be decided in many months from now, whether it's for the better or not. But what I do like about Manchester United is at least they've now got a plan to work to, instead of... One thing is they've got a manager that's got, you know, an identity. The way he's playing is something that he's continued with throughout his career, and time will tell. A lot of these players will be found out playing this new formation, let's say, and will be weeded out in time, and he'll need to put his imprint on it in time. It can't just be done straight away. This is a long-term project. We said that right from the start. Manchester United have fallen so far behind everybody else that you can't just click your fingers and bring a manager in and all of a sudden everything will be brilliant. This is going to take a good while yet, Steve. Signs, yeah. Results, not really. But I'm one that's willing to give time.
How good was it to see the kids coming out with the Wolves players with the dads? That's amazing at Christmas. You know, see the kids out there with that is.
At left wing back, Manchester United recall both Rasmus Højlund and Lenny Yoro. It's Zertsky and Malacia that drop out, and there's no Marcus Rashford in the squad at all again. Matthias de Ligt is.
Well, you could get a stalemate when teams like this, or if you were Manchester United, you think, come on, right, the systems are the same, the players are in the same places. Now it's just who's the best. Virtually, they're going man for man there, you know. And it'll be interesting to see whose players come out on top. As Owen says, this is going to be a tough game for Manchester United. The feel-good factor of the new manager for Wolves, the home advantage for Wolves, but obviously the star quality of the players for Manchester United. So, will be an interesting game.
And this one, of course, finished 4-3 in the 97th minute last season. Kobbie Mainoo. That was in February, and Wolves have been involved in the highest scoring games this season, 67.
I'm in trouble this time.
Incredible turnaround. Owen mentioned before the game they've certainly got the individuals to put on a good show, but they've not really been doing it this season. Last season they were decent. They tend to get a good group of players together and then sell the best players. And that guy just in shot there, Cunha, he might be the next one to leave because he's top class. Really created the second. But again, you mentioned this fella in shot, Steve. 2 games, 6 points. You talk about the bounce factor when a new manager comes in. Well, that's it. Looking straight at you.
What about the other Portuguese manager, Ruben Amorim? Where are Manchester United? Well, they're in the bottom 7, and they've lost 4 of the last 5. And as I say, he's now got less points in his first 7 games than Erik ten Hag had in his final 7 games.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Steve, I don't know where to start. I saw it coming before the game. As soon as I saw the team, I said, this won't be easy. And it wasn't. You know, they don't really create anything from open play. They don't look like scoring. Look, he's got his way of playing, you know, and has a brilliant success with that at Sporting. But right now, this team needs to find a way to get some form of results. Right now...
That in a moment. But first of all, Manchester United were down to 10 men by that stage. 2 yellow cards for their captain, Bruno Fernandes.
And him just, you know, that was the game for them.
Andre Onana, a little...
I mean, he's sandwiched, basically, isn't he? He's sandwiched, but there's nobody fouling him. He's just getting his path blocked. And goes over his head and he's trying to backpedal, and his path is blocked. So, no, I think it's correct to give it. It is an area that's creating a little bit of noise at the moment.
There you go. There they are, the second most in the division. And people will say, well, not all of those are Ruben Amorim. Well, let me tell you, 6 of them are in the last 5 games alone under the new Manchester United manager, who does have a set-piece coach. So is that an area of concern that they need to fix quickly?
Came in because he plays this beautiful attacking football. You don't score, now all of a sudden set pieces is a big issue. I look at United team, I don't see any partnerships. Every great team I've ever watched, I could tell you who's going to play in defence, midfield and attack. Every team. Don't care whether it was Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United, City. You watch United now, you don't know who's going to play. So I think in terms of having a bit of consistency, goal scoring was a thing. Now it's the conceding goals from set pieces. Like there's a lot of issues. The star players are 2 stars in a way. Marcus and Gaston's not barely even in the team anymore. So there's a lot of issues. I know it's going to be some short-term pain, like Ruben said before, to get to where they want to get. But there's still, right now, there's a long season.
Game. Martinez, as you see here, he's you know, probably 5 yards out of position. It's just one long pass and all of a sudden they're in. But I don't necessarily blame, you know, Manchester United for conceding that goal. I mean, it happened, so it was... but there was, as Owen says, there's so many disappointments, such a big list of things that are going wrong at the moment. And, you know, defensively they look OK, but they don't look dangerous.
Ruben Amorim.
Ruben, was that a step backwards for your team today?
Of course, when we lose, when we don't win, is a step back. But it was really hard. More than Wolves of scoring the second one, and then in the end we tried everything, and then a transition was 2-0. But for us, let's continue.
Yeah, the first goal, obviously, it's another set piece. It's another goal direct from a corner. Is it particularly disappointing to concede this goal when you've only conceded the same goal a week ago?
Yeah, against Tottenham, yes, it's the same. Onana cannot go to the ball. Yeah, against Tottenham, yes, it's the same. Onana cannot go to the ball, I think.
You think it's a foul?
I think he cannot go to the ball. So he's trying to reach the ball, and some guys are not even looking to the ball. But I don't want to focus on that. I think we were. The good thing is we were near the goal, even with 10 men. That is a good thing. But we lost, and we continued our job.
What did you think of the red card for Bruno Fernandes? Did he need to be more careful with his challenge, considering he was on the booking already?
Yeah, of course we have to. It's so tough to win games in this league with 10 men, with 11 men. With 10 men, it's more difficult. So we have to focus on that.
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes suspended now for the game at home to Newcastle on the 30th. Do you think, looking from the outside at Sporting Lisbon, he saw a challenge, and now from the inside, he thinks that challenge is a lot bigger than perhaps he...
Sam, as Mo said, he's a great manager, but I think personnel-wise, they don't have what he needs at the moment.
And do you think there's going to be a lot of painful days like today, given the fact that that essentially is going to be the group of players we think until May?
Yeah, I mean, 3-0 at home to Bournemouth, 2-0 away to, you know, being beat 4-0 away to, you know, being beat 5-0 on aggregate and 2, you know, against
5 defeats in 22 days.
Bournemouth. I mean, it can't get much more painful for Manchester United fans, can it? So, yeah, there could be more painful days ahead. And what Manchester United fans need to see is progress. You know, getting beat is one thing, but getting beat like that is you know, that's not progress. You can't have a wasted game. Even if you get beat,
You've got to learn something.
you've got to learn something.